Okay, so we'll see first problem. These two problems are will use a series of parallel concept with some unknown things. Okay, so we are seeing first time a new condition here. Start with the problem. Three capacitors of capacitance values are given. Okay, there are three capacitors with 1 microfarad, 2 microfarad, and 3 microfarad. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Are connected in series. They are connected in what? Series. Okay. Now, each capacitors punctures if potential difference. PD refers to potential difference. Note this point. Exceeding 100 volt. Very important. This line. Each capacitors punctures if PD exceeding 100 volt. What is the meaning of this? So you can ask me where it will get punctures. Okay, the puncture here is not referred to what we see in our daily life. Here it refers to ineffectiveness or capacitor no more works. Okay, there is no more working of capacitor whenever the potential difference exceeding 100 volt. Remember this point. Okay, the potential exceeds 100 volts means that capacitor will not able to work in that circuit. It will be eliminated, it will become ineffective. Okay, if group is connected across, it means the combination is connected across 220 volt. Okay, condition is what? Condition is the voltage should not be exceed 100 volt across any each of the capacitors. Okay, then he is asking the condition, everything is given. He is asking the capacitor most likely to puncture first. It means the capacitor which will become ineffective, which will not work in this combination. Okay, so all these are in what? All these are in series. C1, C2, and C3. We all know when they are in series, charge is equally shared among them. Then what we need to find? We need to find what are their voltage. When charges are equally shared, I can write V equals to Q by C, or else V is inversely proportional to C. Nothing but here V1 is to V3 is equal to 1 by C1 is to 1 by C2 is to 1 by C3. Okay. Substitute the values, what we'll get? 1 by 1, 1 by 2, and 1 by 3. Okay, if you do this you will get a 6 is to 3 is to 2. It means the potential drop across each capacitors will be is in this ratio. Okay, let us check whether any individual potential difference will able to exceed this given condition. If it is happening, then definitely the capacitor won't work or it will get punctures in that. So we know one more thing. V1 plus V2 plus V3 all together has to be equal to 220, series condition. Okay, then one by one we'll check. V1 is equal to how much it is? V1 divided by entire ratio. V1 is equal to 6. Entire ratio is equal to how much it is? 11 into total voltage. How much it is? 220. Okay, this is how we need to find individual V1. What is the ratio of V1? 6 divided by total ratio. Ratio of V1 divided by total ratio value 11. Add into total voltage. Okay, it is 1 za, it is 20 za. So V1 will get how much? 20 into 6, 120 volt. Okay, it has exceeded the value of 100, so definitely it will get punctured. Okay, C1 will get what? Punctured. And we'll see with respect to capacitor 2 and C, according to given condition I can write here V2 is equal to how much? V2 is equal to ratio 3, total ratio 11 into 220. It will become 3 into 20, 60 volt. It is less than, here it is a 60 volt, no problem, it will not get punctured. And here how much is V3? Similarly, you do V3 will get 2 by 11 into 220, which is nothing but a 40 volt. Here you will get a 40 volts. Here you will get a 220, 120. So, which will get punctured here first? The C1 is the capacitor which will get punctured first. Clear, everyone? Okay, done. Next, we'll move to next problem. There is a capacitor of 1 microfarad capacitance. Okay, it can withstand maximum voltage of 6 kilowatt. See, the conditions are a bit different here compared to regular problems. Okay, and he has given while another capacitor of 2 microfarad withstand maximum voltage of 4 kilovolts. Okay, he has given two capacitors, two conditions, and he is stating if both are connected in series, okay, the system can withstand maximum voltage. Individual capacitor withstanding voltage. Next, all together connected, what is that system can withstand maximum voltage? Okay. Now, once this condition is analyzed, I can write when these two are connected in series. Okay. C1, C2, they are connected in series. Okay. Remember, what is the maximum charge it can withstand? Q1 maximum it can withstand. Okay. Above that it cannot withstand. Below that it is possible. Remember, the main purpose of giving maximum voltage is nothing but what is the state of that capacitor in order to hold the charges. Clear? Okay. Q1 max equals to how much? C into V. C1 into V1 maximum. How much it is? C1 equals to 1 millifarad into 6 kilofarad. Milli means 10 to the power of minus 3. 6 means kilo, 10 to the power of plus 3. How much you will get? That value is equal to how much? 6 coulomb. It means Q1 can able to withstand how much? Maximum charge of 6 coulomb. Okay. Now similarly, if you calculate the maximum charge that can withstand by the second capacitor is equal to C1, C2 into V2 maximum. According to given condition, you can see here 2 microfarad, maximum voltage 4 kilowatt, and finally you will get a 6 coulomb. Okay. You will get the main point is here. When they are in series, they has to carry same charge. Okay. But according to given condition, you are having different charges. Then how to apply this to the given condition? Okay. Maximum means it can withstand any value till 6. After 6, this capacitor will become ineffective. To make this series combination running, you guess whether we have to use 6 or 8. If we use 6, only capacitor C1 will be okay working, and C2 also work because 8 is less than 6. What is the meaning of this? Capacitor C1 can withstand any charges less than 6, less than or equal to 6. Okay. Similarly, C2 also. If you consider 6 here, C2 maximum capacity is 8. It can also withstand 6. Okay. This circuit will be working. Suppose if Q, the flowing is equal to 6, this circuit will work. Okay. We'll consider the second condition where the charge is 8. Okay. Consider Q equals to 8. What happens? What about Q1 is here? Q1 value is 6. It can withstand only 6 coulomb. But according to this condition, the same charge has to flow in C1 and C2. which makes C1 not working, ineffective. It cannot hold these charges. It means this circuit won't work. But he is asking the maximum voltage which this system, this circuit can withstand. It means we have to consider the working condition. In order to make this condition system to work 100%, we have to move with the charge of q1. If you cannot move with the charge of q2, because in this q2 value this capacitor won't work, this system won't work. Okay, clear with this point? Done. It means the charge what we have to choose to make here to flow is 6 coulomb. Remember, the charge has to flow is 6 coulomb. It cannot work if it is 8 coulomb. Done. Then how to find V maximum? We know V equals to Q divided by C. Okay. We'll consider what is the Q which is flowing here. It is 6 coulomb. And what is C? If you are talking about V, this C has to be its single capacitance value. Simple. We need to find V here. V equals to Q into C equivalent. Total charge into total capacitance. So V is equal to total charge is how much? Total charge is 6 coulomb divided by what is the equivalent of capacitance value? 1 microfarad and 2 microfarad. Remember, CE of 192 is equal to, I can write this as 1 into 2 divided by 1 plus 2 millifarad, which is equal to 2 by 3 millifarad. Okay. So how much it is? 2 divided by 3. It will come here. 2 divided by 3. If it comes there, so 1s are 3s are, I can write V is equal to how much? 9 kilowatt. Remember, V is equal to how much? 9 kilowatt. This is the maximum voltage where the system can withstand here. Clear this point? Okay. Maybe the solution is of one step, but the conditions what you have to choose and analyze are important here. Okay. Focus on the conditions how this system combination is working. Okay. Okay, it can withstand a maximum of 9 kilovolts. Okay. Then consider one more thing. Okay, the question is charge supplied by the cell. You can see this is one cell. There is one cell of a 6 volt. It has to supply the charge. Okay. After closing the switch, the circuit is open. As long as this switch is open, no charge will flow. Once it is closed, charge will flow. Okay. We need to find the total charge supplied by this battery. Okay. Total charge. Okay. Now let us try to make this circuit simple. You can see it is having 4 capacitors. Let us try to make it simple. The potential difference across, let's consider A and B. The potential difference across 2 microfarad and 3 microfarad is same. Okay, it means it is the condition to be in the parallel. I can write, I can make this single capacitance replace 2 and 3 with respect to 5 capacitance. Okay, 5 microfarad. Okay, after this is the combination of 2 and 3. Remember, these two are in parallel. Due to this, I can replace these two with 5 microfarad. Done. Later, you can see here there is 1 microfarad. Okay. Followed with now the S is closed here, 6 volt, and here you can see how much it is, 2 microfarad. Okay. This is 6 volt. See this condition. Now shall I tell these two are in what? 1 and 5, the same charge has to flow here. It is in what? It is in series. So series equivalent capacitance 5 and 1. CE for 1 and 5, I can write this as 1 into 5, 5 plus 6. 5 plus 6, 5 by 6 microfarad. Okay. Now replace again this circuit. This is 6 volt and this is 2 microfarad. Okay. I can write this as like this. You can write up or down, it doesn't matter. Okay, 5 by 6 microfarad. Okay, you need to find total charge. If you want to find total charge is equal to q equals to c equivalent into voltage. We already know what is the supply voltage here, but still to find total charge we have to replace all the capacitors with one single capacitor. To make that possible, still we have to work on this circuit. Okay, so CE we need to find V value already we know. To make that a CE possible, let us consider here what we have to do. I can replace that circuit like this. Shall I write this as a 6 volt? Okay. Now consider, if you consider any potential difference here, the potential difference across this capacitor and the potential difference across this capacitor will be same. A, B. Potential difference is A, B. If here is A, there is no circuit element. Here also it should be A. No circuit elements, no potential drop, same value. B. These two capacitors are placed between same potentials. Condition is they are connected in parallel. So use that, and if they are connected in parallel, what we can do? Add that. How much you will get? 5 by 6 plus 2. 5 by 6 plus 2. How much you will get? It will be 5 plus 12. 17 by 6. So now I can write the value of this single capacitance is equal to 17 by 6 microfarad. Okay. Then the total charge supplied by this cell. Okay. If it is closed, you may ask me why you are making this. Without this problem will become complicated. How? You can consider this is the cell. If you close this, it will produce some charge, and this charge will get sharing between these all the capacitors. Instead of considering all these cases, simply you just make replace all these capacitors with a single capacitance, so that you can find the answer easily. Okay, now q total is equal to how much? Ce is equal to 17 by 6. Okay, what is the value of voltage? It is 6. So q total is equal to, this is a microfarad, C equivalent. So you will get a 17 microcoulomb. This is the total charge supplied by the cell when the switch is closed. Clear this condition? Okay.